for Golden State, they're desperate to at least get into the play-in tournament. It's all about giving themselves a shot to get into the playoffs. I'm really interested to see how they play here down the stretch.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. They've got Stephen Curry. Draymond Green is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's DeAnthony Melton, and it's Santos in at the small forward position. And for Boston, Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
Now here's Tatum. The 3 is up. Shot clock at 6. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry. Fires from deep. Queta pulls it in. Here's White. Outside, Brown. From deep. Warriors with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
So it's Boston now. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Brown, that's good.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the 3.
Brown's gone 1 for 2 from deep. Melton outside. Outside, Green. And the 3 off target. For Boston, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. White, the pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful, you're trying to stop that.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight, and he said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Queta gets the bucket.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Golden State has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Outside, Green to stop the run. And the 3-pointer goes. Green's got 5 now.
Must have been too good to pass up because Green is kind of picky from the arc.
Pass to Queta. Now Tatum. Left side, Brown. Here's Hauser. Fires for 3. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that openness.
The floor is spaced for the Celtics, Richard, and they've launched threes at a record pace.
And when those shots are falling, they are tough to beat. But they live by the 3, die by the 3. Some say they settle when the shot's not falling.
Now here's Green. He's got 5. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Pass to Tatum. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
The ridiculous reach of Porzingis. There is no way he was letting that through.
Curry against Brown. The kick out to White. Takes a 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Curry. Porzingis sets a screen. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3.
What a response from Curry. Gotta know he's coming for his revenge.
Pass to Tatum. The kick out to White. There's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple.
Good work by Tatum, keeping his options open. He knew he had that kick out if he needed it.
Outside Curry. Pass to Porzingis. Melton outside. Green up top. Porzingis with a screen on Tatum. Here's Green. Boston pulls it in. Kid has got 5 rebounds in the game. Ooh, it's stolen. Here's Porzingis, and he buries his first look.
Porzingis breaking tendencies with that catch and shoot.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 3-point lead. Pass to Tatum. Fires the three. Porzingis grabs the board.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Here's Santos, defended by Hauser. Inside, here's Porzingis. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Porzingis has got his second basket on the night. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. There's a screen. And Porzingis with the block.
You see why Porzingis is one of the best shot blockers in the league. All the length.
White can't hit.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Porzingis passes to Green. Melton outside. They kick it out to Porzingis. Nails it from beyond the arc. Porzingis has got 7 points.
Thinking about 7-footers in NBA history, Porzingis is as good as any shooting it from three, and I played with a bunch of them.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Which defenses have been locked down since the All-Star break? Well, here they are. Number 1, the Celtics.
Since the break, here's a team that has locked up their opponents, playing with passion defensively.
So it's Boston now, trailing by 2. Outside, Brown. They need this. The kick out to White. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Here's Kata. And the layup is good off the glass. Kata's got his second basket of the game.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Green for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Celtics trail by 3. Outside Tatum. Back to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Melton against Brown. Pass to White. Takes the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Their last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
And the Celtics shooting just 38% so far in this one. Here's Kata. And Porzingis with the block. Now Green. Give him 8 points now. Lets the 3 fly. Hauser grabs the board. We know how impactful Kristaps Porzingis can be, but he's often limited by injuries.
Yeah, B.A. Since 2018, Porzingis has only reached the 60-game mark once. But when he's out there, oh, he is the X factor.
Now here's Curry. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. The 3. Hauled in by Brown.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Tatum. And in 7 attempts, he's drained 3.
He's brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Pass to Santos. Let's go with a 3. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. The Celtics with the lead. And here's White. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Kick out to Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski comes in for Melton. Here's Podziemski. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Green. Podziemski with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Warriors miss again. Boston leading by 4. Down low. Here's Walsh. The rebound by Payton.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And his teams run through the finish line of the season, Grant. There must be a certain amount of reflection happening.
For teams that are out of it, they might start that process now. But who has time for that if you're playoffs bound?
Here's Walsh, averaging around 5 points a game. Here's Vucevic. And his first shot of the game, no good.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Outside Podziemski. Curry, a screen on Pritchard. Back to Curry. Knocks down the long J. Curry's got 6 points.
That is just a thing of beauty. Curry's stroke is flawless.
Pass to Shireman. Vucevic against Porzingis. Vucevic, the pass to Pritchard. Beyond the arc. He drops it from range.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Curry. We saw him with 29 points in his last game.
Oh, you can always count on Curry for a clapback triple.
Pass to Vucevic. Over Porzingis. Vucevic's shot is off.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Outside Payton. Outside Podziemski. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Pritchard. 17 points in his last outing. Vucevic against Porzingis. Here's Vucevic. Over Porzingis. That's short off the rim. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Now here's Curry. He's got 9. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Green for 3. The shot no good. Kristaps Porzingis getting it done for Golden State. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Quentin Post out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Brandon Pajemski, and it's Spencer in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Tatum. 23 points for him last game against Toronto.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Pass to Post. To the middle. Now here's Pajemski, defended by Pritchard. And there's a 3-second violation. And now let's take a look and see which power forwards and centers have been putting up the most points over the past 10 games. Fifth, Jason Tatum.
These big fellas come at you in all kinds of ways. They may not share styles, but they're all effective scorers.
Yeah, the collection of post moves these big fellas have is unreal. I'd say some of them are the most unstoppable moves in the game.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Celtics understand that they'll detest it. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back over to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. You know, Richard, the Warriors have the third most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, though, including the first NBA championship back in '47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in '75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Now here's Pajemski, defended by Pritchard. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Post. Out to the right wing. Here's Spencer. Gets the 3 ball to go. Spencer's got his second bucket of the night.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
To the paint. Here's Walsh. Vucevic in the post. He's against Post, and it's good for 2. Vucevic has got his first points of the game.
On the interior, Vooch, look, this man has so many moves to account for.
Hounded by Tatum. Pass to Spencer. From 11 feet away. Plenty of space. Jump shot is good. And the Warriors lead by 10.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Got a piece of it, and he recovers it. A nice shot by Walsh.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Yes, Peyton Pritchard doing it at the NBA level. But he was a beast in the college ranks too, Richard.
All-time leader in games played, minutes, and assists in his conference. The only player to reach 1,900 points, 600 assists, and 500 rebounds in the conference. You know, that's pretty tough.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. A moment here to see the numbers for Sam Hauser.
The way he shot the ball in these last 5 games has been tremendous. His field goal percentage has been on the rise, and he's showing zero indications that he's going to slow down anytime soon.
Payton up top. Melton outside. From outside, off the mark. And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face him. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. No good. He's shooting only 3 for 10 so far. The Warriors lead by 7. And Payton, here we go. And a two-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Curry, following the bucket by Boston. Here's Santos. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Houston. Curry gets the bucket.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now here's Brown. A 26-point game for him in the win against Toronto. Drops in the layup for 2. Shireman's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Curry against Pritchard. Again, the Warriors score.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Celtics trail by 10. Here's Shireman. Outside Tatum. The 3-ball. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. Shireman's got 6 here in the quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Now Melton. No points so far. Outside Curry from behind the arc. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Pritchard. 4-3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. And now just a 5-point Warrior lead.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Now here's Post. Melton outside. Here's Santos. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Santos has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Brown. Picked by Vucevic. Brown, no good. The Warriors lead by 8. Here's Santos. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Payton with a screen on Pritchard. Curry finds Payton. Back to Curry. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Golden State.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And some changes here for the Celtics. Kadis checked in for Vucevic. Hauser comes in for Shireman. And it's White in for Pritchard. Porzingis is checked in for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Payton. Celtics trail by 11. Now here's Brown. He's got 5. Pass to Hauser. Jacks up a 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 5 assists tonight.
Those assist numbers from Brown have continued to creep up.
Curry passes to Green. Porzingis with a screen on Tatum. Green for 3. Boston with a rebound. And here's Hauser. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Tatum from long range. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Wow. White can't hit. The Warriors lead by 10. Here's Santos. Outside, Green. Melton outside. Porzingis sets a screen. Melton misses. The Celtics have gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
6 to shoot. Here's Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green. Curry's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Brown passes to White. Stolen by Melton. Porzingis with it. 12 points for him. Pass to Melton. All sorts of time. And he nails the jumper. And now it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. And a look now at the shooting guards who have been making a difference with their passing ability in the second half of the season. Jaylen Brown is second.
Yeah, and this is a group that really appreciates effective ball movement. They can create for themselves or anyone else on the floor.
Yeah, it all starts with ball movement, Greg. And when your off guard has that kind of unselfish mindset that these guys do, it makes a huge difference.
Now here's Brown. 5 points in the game. Back to Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. White with a screen on Curry. Pritchard gets some space and buries the jumper. Pritchard's got 8. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Brown's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside White. Now Brown, scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. Pass to Pritchard, launches it, and a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 6 assists now in the game. The Warriors lead by 7. Here's Santos. Back to Curry. There's the 3. Here's Porzingis. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter. Now here's Hauser. 8 points in his last timeout. White, the pass to Hauser. Right side Pritchard. Releases. And it's Boston scoring again.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Here's Curry. Green in the post. Defended by Hauser. Right wing. Here's Santos. Boston pulls it in. Kid has got 9 rebounds now. Pritchard surviving the D. Pass to Brown. Wide open. And Boston again with the bucket.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Melton passes to Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. To the middle. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. The Warriors lead by 5. Outside, Green. Melton outside. Pass to Green. Outside Curry. 3-pointer. Oh, Curry! A sick triple!
You thought that first quarter was good? He's been even better in the second.
Outside, Brown. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Brown's got 9.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Now that's how you finish a quarter.
Wow.
You play to the buzzer. You never know what's going to happen.
Oh, man. That'll silence a hostile crowd.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been very effective from the 3-point line. That's the key for them so far. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Well, looking at the Warriors, they've had a drop-off that I don't think anybody predicted. Came into the season with high hopes. The chemistry just hasn't been there from the beginning. It's a disappointing year.
Now let's get back to the game at hand. Stephen Curry has his fingerprints all over that first half.
Well, Steph came out here with something to prove tonight. He's still an MVP level player. The man just keeps winning titles.
You gotta love how competitive he is, big fella, in all phases of the game.
Say it with us, Shaq. He makes it look Steffortless.
Steffortless.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Now here's White. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Pass to Queta. And here's Tatum. The shot comes out. Green with the defensive effort. The Warriors lead by 12. And here's Curry. Melton outside. Launches a 3. Queta pulls it in. Queta's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Brown. On the wing, Tatum. Green covering. Goes up on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Now here's Porzingis. No good on the 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
White, the pass to Tatum. The kick out to White. From deep three-point range. Boston again missing.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Melton finds Curry. Porzingis with a screen on White. Pass to Green. Over Tatum. And again, no good by Golden State. Celtics trail by 12. Queta, pass to White. Here's Hauser. Outside Tatum. The kick out to White. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. White's got 8.
Over the years, we've seen constant growth from Tatum as a playmaker. Part of the reason why he's an all-NBA first teamer.
Now here's Melton. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Count that one. 18 points for him.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. As we head towards the playoffs, let's see where the Eastern Conference standings sit. You take a look at the Celtics. With great effort over a long season, they're second in the conference.
Well, for the Celtics, they have to be proud of what they accomplished so far. But they also feel they've left some wins on the table and that their best basketball is yet to come.
On defense, the Warriors. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Brown, no good.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does this team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Back to you guys.
An impact player. Thank you, Allie.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
Green against Tatum. Hauser outside. Pass to White. Just 5 to shoot. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
And it's hammered home by Green.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Now here's Brown. 9 points in the game, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it.
Yet another miscalculation. They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
The Warriors lead by 19. Melton outside. Pass to Santos. Now here's Melton. Outside Curry for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Kid has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside White. Here's Hauser. Again, the miss by Boston. Golden State has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Pass to Curry. Melton against Brown. Pulls it from the top of the key. Melton misses.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
Now here's White. Give him 8 points now. Outside, Brown. To end the cold spell. The rebound by Melton. The Warriors lead by 19. Takes a step back. Here's Curry. Outside for Green. From deep. Boston pulls it in.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Pass to Tatum. Now here's Brown. Here's Kata. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Outside Curry. Pass to Santos. And here's Porzingis. He's guarded by White. Fades back. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist from Melton. Melton's got 4 assists now tonight. Celtics trail by 19. Now here's Brown. Melton covers. Hauser outside. From the arc. Connects from downtown. Hauser's got 6.
If you're not right up there on him, he's going to make you pay.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Vucevic, he's checked in for Cada. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski's checked in. Pass to Porzingis. And here's Melton. Clock at 6. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
And Boston has possession. 19-point game. Tatum looking it over from downtown. And again, Boston with the triple.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Pass to Santos. Now Porzingis. There's a screen. The three. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
Outside White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Right side Brown. Porzingis grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 16. Outside Podziemski. Melton with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. Outside Green. Porzingis with a screen on Tatum. Pulls up. And the Warriors miss again. The Celtics shooting about 31% here in quarter number 3. Outside White. Back to Vucevic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Pass to Podziemski. And he dunks it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Pritchard. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So both teams changing it up here. And here's a rundown of the teams that have not wasted their opportunities at the line in the last month. The Celtics in second.
And looking at last month, this team really got it done from the charity stripe. Whenever you fouled them, they made sure to make you pay for that mistake.
The Warriors lead by 14. To the inside. Here's Podziemski. Chalk up 2 there. Podziemski's got 7 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Pritchard. 15 points in the game. To the left wing. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. 18 points for him.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Outside Podziemski. Inside. Post with it. Working on Vucevic. His first shot coming late. And there's another one for the Warriors.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Now here's Vucevic. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Pass to Podziemski. Outside Porzingis. And he converts the layup. Porzingis has got 8 points here in the quarter.
I know Coach loves seeing Porzingis score at will. He has been relentless.
Outside Pritchard. No good with the triple. The Warriors lead by 17. Here's Podziemski. He has 7. Payton up top. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Porzingis. That one off the back iron and out. Boston's shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Boston shooting their first free throws of the game. He's off on the first. Good on the second one. And so it's Golden State with it. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Curry looking it over. Outside Podziemski. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one. And so it's the Golden State Warriors out in front by 19 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for the Warriors, we've got Quentin Post, Brandon Pajemski out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Gary Payton II. Here's Tatum. Count it.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
The Warriors lead by 17. Pass to Post. Outside Payton. Here's Curry. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
And Richard, for those vets who haven't won a ring yet, how hard is it to take less money to join a contender?
It is not hard, and contenders typically count on that because once you've made the money, if you've made it that far in your career, if there's one thing left that you want to accomplish, that's win a ring.
Now here's Tatum. Clock at 4. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Walsh can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Basket counts.
An absolute superb facilitator because Curry is such a lights-out shooter, it opens up passing lanes for him.
Pritchard with it. Pass to Tatum. Shoots. The rebound by Post. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Now Pajemski. Outside Curry. Knocks down the triple.
We've never given Steph the respect he deserves as a passer, but he is one of the best at picking out his teammates.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pritchard, the pass to Vucevic. Right side Tatum. Outside Pritchard. A shot to stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Post. Outside Payton. Now here's Curry. Tightly guarded. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Curry's got 36 points.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Now here's Tatum. Snatched away. Hounded by Tatum. Down low. Now here's Curry. Defense right on him. And the shot goes. Curry's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Pass to Tatum. This one for 3. Drops in the 3.
This is his second 3 this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Here's Payton. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got assist number 7 tonight.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Walsh. Pass to Vucevic. Banked it in off the glass.
Not stopping Vucevic that time, powering through the defenders.
Here's Golden State. They're on a 15-5 run. Now here's Post. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Vucevic with it. He's against Post. And here's Vucevic. Pajemski grabs the board. Pajemski's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Curry, fires the 3, and again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Outside Pritchard, there's the triple, and he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Pass to post. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Sinks it from distance. Tatum's got 20 points.
Another triple for him. 3 in the second half, 4 total. Keep shooting it.
Pass to post. Now Curry puts up a deep 3. That one doesn't drop.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Golden State has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Pajemski's shot is good. Pajemski's got 4 points in the quarter.
He came out of halftime with renewed focus, heating things up offensively.
Pass to Vucevic.
Consistently productive. Vooch can get you 20 and 10 every single night.
And that one falls for Vucevic. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, BA, some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Well, the Warriors shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Williams passes to Bassie. The 3. Spencer, no good. Boston's gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the 4th. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's White. Now Brown. The kick to Tatum. 2 on the clock. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Tatum's got 10 points in the quarter.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Outside Pajemski. Here's Spencer. Again, Golden State.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Vucevic. Pass to Brown. Richard, the league taking some steps to prevent flopping. What's the criteria for what crosses the line?
It's called STEM. It's an acronym for secondary, theatrical, exaggerated movements. Yes, that's a real term. It's kind of a limited definition, and it basically says, don't be an idiot.
Here's Pajemski. Off target with the 3. The Celtics have gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this 4th quarter. On the wing, Hauser. White with a screen on Williams. Hauser offline with a 3. Golden State has gotten 4 of 7 3-pointers to fall in the 4th. Left side, Payton. Here's Spencer. He shoots. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Hauser. Now Vucevic, guarded by Payton. White for 3. The rebound by Payton. Payton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Spencer. Back to Payton. Here's Bassi, covered by Vucevic. Bassi, the pass to Payton. Here's Spencer. No good from outside. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. The kick out to White. Nice ball movement by Boston to stop the drought. Good work there as it goes. 24 points for Jason Tatum.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
Outside Podziemski. Pass to Williams. To the middle. Oh, deflected. Vucevic with a steal. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now here's Bassi. Right side, Payton. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
And Boston has possession after the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Warriors.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And with this victory, they managed to avoid the embarrassment of getting totally swept in this season series.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephen Curry.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Now here's Hauser. Back to Tatum. 40 seconds left in the final quarter. Okay, knockout!
Man!
Wow!
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they'd been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Here's Podziemski, following the bucket by the Celtics. Pass to Spencer. Back to Podziemski. Payton with a screen on White. Here's Spencer. Launches a 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Up top, White, defended by Podziemski. White looking it over. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Stephen Curry.